Mhm.
So to High is a platform where we interact with people with great ideas and talent. We believe in inspiring and getting inspired by people around us. I, Aditi Agarwal, founder at Soar to High, wants to thank all our viewers and participants for the encouragement and support they have given us in the last 10 days. Today I have with us Sarithas Sudhakaran, who is an urban designer and a curator for wasteless management. So let us hear it from her journey. So very warm welcome, Saritha.
Thank you.
So tell us something about you, like how did you start with urban designer and then to wasteless management? What it is all about?
Sure. My undergraduate degree is in architecture,
Okay.
and during the course of architecture, we do get exposed to planning and designing sustainable homes and eco homes, as they were called, or green homes, as they were called during the time.
Okay.
um, a natural transition from architecture, or one of the areas of work, is urban design, because working on a city level, city planning level, is
Mm-hmm.
just an extension of how you would approach a project of architecture. And we, in our program, we are exposed to town and country planning as one of the subjects. So because I like the space of urban design and urban
Mm-hmm.
planning and working with communities and cities, I did my master's in urban design.
Okay.
And yeah, and then uh, urban design covers a range of topics. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever goes on in a city, and what all gets designed in a city.
Mm-hmm.
So from open spaces, from roads to streets to waste, water, everything that you can think of on how a city operates is kind of like the scope of work of my profession. And
Mm-hmm.
waste management is just one of the areas that I got involved in 3 years ago. I live in Goa now, so
Okay.
I was involved with the Waste Management Corporation in Goa
Oh.
as a advisor, to help them plan waste management for certain villages.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that kind of exposed me to a general idea that everyone talks a lot about waste management.
Yes.
I mean, even the common citizen or even professionals in the field, what they understand is that we're going to generate so much amount of waste, and that has to be managed, which
Mm-hmm.
personally is a very weird thing in my head. It's not something I've ever understood, that like, you're the one generating the waste and you expect a third person to come
Third
and
person.
manage it. It's like asking
Exactly.
someone, I will go to the toilet in the morning, and then the government has to come and clean it up for me.
Mm-hmm.
That is just something I have never understood.
Mm-hmm.
um, so the last 10 odd years of my life, I've been living it very sustainably, ever since I've learned about sustainable living and how our actions impact the world. Even local actions, like simple actions that we do, like probably traveling in a car, or using any kind of plastic product, like a
Mm-hmm.
pen, for example. How something as simple as that can cause a huge global impact.
Mm-hmm.
um, so once this understanding came in, once uh, you know the understanding of also how people are commonly thinking about waste, and it's only about waste management, the dialogue is
Mm-hmm.
only about waste management, I realized, if there are maybe even like a handful of people who want to explore the possibility of reducing their waste, explore the possibility of a sustainable lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
then I would like to help them with whatever experiences that I have, because I've
Okay.
been living in India and I know it's not an easy space to transition to a life with no waste in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided I'll try and help people. So what I did was, in January of 2019,
Yeah.
apart from my professional work,
Mm-hmm.
I curated a project called the Wasteless Project.
Okay.
And this was a project which was spanning 12 weeks. So every week, a certain type of waste material or a waste subject was covered. And then throughout the course of the week, every day, like 4 or 5 messages would be sent to people via WhatsApp,
Mm-hmm.
where they could learn what is the problem, what are the different types of solutions, where could they access these solutions from, and how could they then scale up the solution if they are interested in it to,
Mm-hmm.
reach a larger community.
Okay.
So that was the project. It started, like I said, in Jan 2019, and then I continued and had 6 editions of it.
Okay.
And then in June 2019, this year, sorry, June 2020, I just took a break. I said, I can't work with the same old packaging. So I need to
Mm-hmm.
start reinventing that project. I need to make it a lot more accessible to people. I also thought I needed to detach myself because it was a lot of time engagement from my part. Every day in the morning, sitting and sending out WhatsApp messages was a lot of screen time for me.
Yeah.
So I took a break from it, and I'm trying to reinvent it
Mm-hmm.
in a more accessible fashion, and hopefully it will come back sometime soon. So, yeah, that's been the Wasteless project. In the meantime, what I've done is I've used the lockdown period to just share some tidbits and solutions and ideas and just engage with an audience on Instagram, because I find that interesting just to know what people across the country are doing,
Mm-hmm.
what different brands are doing, and also
Yes.
assess how sustainable people really are.
Mm.
People don't understand the phrase sustainability, so I'm just trying to explain it to them the
Yes.
way I have learned about it.
Mm. If you can just brief about it in my platform also, that would be great. Like, what exactly is sustainable living for you? What does that mean? And how do you follow it?
So sustainability is a very there's no brief about this. Honestly, it's a very
Okay.
complicated terminology. It's the 21st century's most misused and misrepresented phrase, if you ask me.
Mm.
Um, People assume that green means sustainable. It's not. They assume that
Mm-hmm.
eco-friendly means sustainable. It's not. There's a huge difference between all of these terminologies, and you can't use one. You can't interchange one with the other. That's just
Mm-hmm.
wrong. It's like calling me by another name just because I'm a woman, calling me Aditi and calling you Saritha. It's literally that difference.
Mm-hmm.
But what sustainability is to just simplify it, is
Mm-hmm.
that whatever development we are looking at today,
Yes.
it has to sort of look at the broader topics of not just the environment, okay.
Mm.
It also has to look at social aspects of communities. It has to be just to these societies that we are building for, or towards which towards which this development is geared. It also looks at economic aspects. So
Okay.
anything that is not economically feasible and suitable and sustainable. I'm not saying
Mm.
profitable here, I'm just
Mm.
saying sustainable, does not make sense as a development project. And
Mm.
obviously there is the ecological aspect of it. So we are not only looking at human beings, we also have to consider the larger ecosystem that we are a very small
Yes.
part of. So there's incredible flora and fauna that we have to be very, very focused about and very aware of.
Mm-hmm.
But lastly, it also is one of the more prime aspects of sustainability is that it goes beyond your lifestyle. So you have to
Yes.
think of all of those resources that you will be consuming in order to balance out the ecological, the economic, and the social.
Mm.
But it's also about maintaining that same rate for the future generations. So
Yes.
only if you are able to, tick off all these boxes, can you really
Mm-hmm.
say that something is sustainable.
You're motivating a lot in your Instagram, because I saw a lot of posts and videos that you keep uploading it, and that
Yeah,
totally has a lot of content.
yeah.
Like if anybody goes through it and listens to it, it has a lot of content as to what can be done and what should be done. So I think
Yeah.
already you are doing a very big job in creating awareness.
I mean, we all have to do what we can. So
Yes.
this is what I can do now because I have the time on my hands, and Instagram is a platform that's available for me. So why not use it? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And okay, Saritha, it was great talking to you and knowing you. And you
Thank
have
you.
given a lot of information regarding waste management, sustainable living, and we look forward for more videos and more ideas from you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, see you.
See you.